Thanks for checking out ActiveLabs' new Tabinator module for ActiveCollab. We're excited to show you some of the features that you'll get to use in the new module. Here we go. So first we're going to log in, and you're going to see something unique that you don't see on your current dashboard. We've got some new tabs here. This week, showing you all your tasks from this week, and if you're an administrator, this will be everyone's task for this week that you have access to. We've also got next week, so anything coming up beyond 7 days will start to show up for you for that next week. And then we've got some unique tabs you can create. In this case, I've put an assignment filter that shows me all the completed items in our projects so that I can see what's happening as it happens. I don't have to go into a special report or go into a special assignment filter. I just click on the tab and I can see what's been completed. I'll show you some more on that later. Right now I'm going to show you another thing here that you'll like. You can pull in any external URL, any outside website, even an internal website. You can choose a specific project and you can have that project's page loading in here. In this case, we pulled up a very familiar tool to a lot of us, the ActiveCollab forums, where we're interacting with Elijah and the team, and also a whole bunch of the rest of the community just connecting with each other and helping each other out as we go. So that's a quick walkthrough of what you're going to see. Now I'm going to show you how to use this feature. And we're going to go into this little plus sign here on the tab. This is the Tabinator configuration area. When you go into this area here, you'll see a list of the tabs that are already enabled. So you can see that I've got every tab enabled right now. You can choose any number of these. You can turn off some, click save, and they'll automatically disappear. The interesting thing about these tabs, the this week and the next week tab are available to everyone. These tabs stay the same for everybody except for this option here where you can hide or show late items. I personally prefer the hide late items option because I've already got the late today. It shows me everything that's going to be late. I don't need to see that when I'm trying to be proactive and moving forward on the rest of the stuff this week. The late today is screaming at me with those numbers of how many things are late. I don't need it over here. So that's just my preference. I'll show you real quickly how that works. If you have it on show late items, you'll see here this week. Now I see that late item there, but I also see it over here. It's not really necessary for me to see that and it to be, clogging up my view. I want to stay focused on the this week tasks. I'll get the late things there's a reason why they're late usually, and I don't need to be focused on that at the moment. So I'm just going to switch that back to hide late items and you'll see the difference here. So this week now we don't have that red item there staring us in the face. Okay, but we still can get to it. We still see it here. It's still in the back of our mind, but it doesn't have to be right there on us. So I'm going to click on the plus sign again. We're going to go into Tabinator. Now, those users who have Tabinator, you're going to have access to the new the this week and the next week tabs. The Pro version, this is where we get into the filters and the URL. Now, I'll show you the filter real quick. I told you before I have a completed filter here that shows me all the completed items coming through. What if I just wanted to have a completed filter that shows me another team member? So, for instance, you could go into here, click on new filter, and what you can actually do is say completed by, and let's say I'm going to go with myself, Johnny, but you might want to monitor what I've gotten done so that when I'm finished that task, you can take on the next task. A lot of times in development, you're waiting on someone else to finish something. Once they're done, then you want to move forward, but you don't want to be always going back to each project to figure out where that person is and whether they're done that item or whatever. So this is a good way to easily just click on the completed, see what items that person has finished. So we're going to just choose assign to, and we're going to select a user. In this case, I'm going to select myself, and so I'm going to go Johnny Blaze. Okay, and then we're going to say do anytime, but maybe it doesn't really matter because we're going to do it completed. So you could say completed within a certain time range if you wanted to. And I'm going to also say active projects only. If you wanted to, you could select a specific project that you want to monitor. in this case, create a demo of Tabinator, which I'm doing right now. So, but we'll leave that alone. I'm going to say active projects, and I'm going to say completed only. So I'm going to see everything that Johnny has completed, and I can choose whether I want it to be priority highest first, I want it to be due date late first. I'm going to say due date late first and save that. So now I've got completed by Johnny. I'm going to come back into the Tabinator, and I'm going to choose that completed by Johnny tab. Now that's a pretty long title, so you can shorten that up to whatever you want. I'm going to say Johnny. That's all I'm going to say for now. We can change it. You can do whatever you want with that. And now I just click save, but you'll notice that there's no tab because I didn't check off enable this. So let me just enable that again. Go back and complete it by Johnny. We'll enter that in again. So it's a common mistake you might make. So I'm demoing it. I can't say I did it intentionally, of course. And here we go. So now you've got Johnny there. You can see everything Johnny's completed in the last little while here. And you can also click on, obviously, go all those and go right directly to the ticket it's related to. Now you're in that ticket. So it's pretty great. We'll come back over to the dashboard, and I'll show you one last thing. One of my favorite features. I think you're gonna get a lot of use out of this. Click on the plus sign. We're gonna go into this area here, and the forums. You can literally put any website here. I mean, if you want to spend all your time on Google, we can add that here. And now, quickly and easily, we have access to Google right from our dashboard. Now, the main reason why we built in this feature, and I think this is where your creativity is going to come into place. You can use this for anything. You can, if you have a CRM tool like Batchbook, there's tons of them out there. But anyways, you know, FreshBooks. If you're using your invoicing tool, maybe you're not using the ActiveCollab built-in features. You got an RSS feed you want to monitor, a blog you might want to monitor, either your own blog, someone else's blog. This, you can do this all yourself. And the good thing is all these tabs under the Tabinator are all unique to each profile. Aside from the this week and the next week, which are defaults, your URL and your completed by filters and whatever you create for your filters, all those are unique to your dashboard. So I can have whatever I want here, and the other users on my team who log in, they can pin different things to their dashboard that are relevant to them. So you're not limited to just whatever some person thinks is relevant. You've got exactly what you want there, and you can change it at any time, flip back and forth easily. It's turn them on and off as you need them. So have fun, get creative, and we're gonna actually create a blog post and get you submitting your ideas on what you've used these tabs for. I think we're gonna find some very unique ideas, and I was talking with some of our beta testers. They've been creating tabs for things like unassigned items, which is really easy to do too. You just create a new filter, and you go into not assigned, and then maybe it's a specific project or all active projects, and you can name this whatever you want, and this will keep things from falling through the cracks. You can say creation time oldest first, for instance, so or newest first, like whatever you feel is more appropriate. This pulls up now a list of unassigned tasks. I'm not sure if I have any because this is my demo installation, but let's just see. So if I switch this up and I say not assigned, we'll just take out the name and use the default name here. So we'll click save. Now we've got not assigned. Let's see. There's no task not assigned, but sometimes those unassigned tasks slip through the cracks, and there's a task sitting there that needs to get done, and no one's been assigned. A time hasn't been put on it. Maybe a time's put on it and no assignment. So it's another way to catch things. So I'll give a shout out to Leon from Creative World for that. That's something that he's using Tabinator for. So find your own uses. You're gonna play around with it and send us your thoughts and your ideas. So enjoy, check it out if you like it. You can buy it now at the store. And one more note, you'll notice if you're using the original ActiveCollab default theme that this version I have here is much wider. The original version only allows for about 4 to 5 tabs. we've extended this. You can also download that for free in our store. So check it out, and thanks again for taking a look.